Hi, it's Tally, and today I'm going to be using 12,000 volts to burn lightning into wood. Here's an example. In order to burn lightning into wood, you will need a power bar with a switch, a neon sign transformer, mine's 12,000 volts, some wood, metal scrubber, or a metal mesh scrubber, salt water, 2 wires, oil, paper towels, a sponge, and a cloth. So the first thing you'll need to do in order to burn lightning into wood is attach the ends of the wires to the neon sign transformer. Attach the ends of the wires to the outputs of the neon sign transformer. So in order to do that, we'll have to bend a loop in the end of each one. Next we'll have to unscrew the first bolt on the end and put the wire on and screw the bolt back on if I can. It doesn't have to be very tight. The wire should still be able to move. I mean, it doesn't have to, but it works a bit better if it can. And once you've attached one, you can do the exact same thing on the other side. Alright, so I've attached both wires. Next I'm going to sponge some of the salt water onto one of our pieces of wood. In the end it should just be barely damp, so you'll probably have to wipe some of that off again with the cloth. Almost there. Perfect. Alright. Grab the two ends of the wires and place them on the ends of the pieces of wood. Now I forgot to mention, but the ends of the wires have to be stripped also, because if they're not going to conduct much. And sometimes it's a bit fiddly to make them stay in the place you want, but eventually it works. And of course you don't have to put the wires at the end, but I generally do because it makes the biggest lightning bolt. If your power bar is turned on, you'll have to turn it off for this step. So what we're going to do is plug the neon sign transformer into the power bar. Once it's plugged in, we can turn it on and let's see what happens. Look at that. Wonderful. And we'll meet up. Oh, there they go. And there you have a lightning bolt. So, how does it work? When you put the water on the surface of the wood, it's making a conductive layer. But it's not that conductive, so the electricity wants to find a better way to get from wire to wire. It makes that way by burning a path through the wood. Because when wood burns, it turns into charcoal, which is mostly made of carbon, and carbon conducts. So the electricity is essentially making a wire for itself to go through by burning the wood. Watch how the two paths try to find each other. That was a quick one. The wood seems to be catching on fire. Let's see if it stops when I turn it off. Yep, basically. That's funny. Always remember to unplug the transformer when you're done, even if the power bar's turned off. Alright, so for the next step, you'll need the metal scrubber. We're going to scrub the charcoal out of the lightning bolt to make it look more interesting. As you can see, it's already coming out. Look at those patterns emerging. And it's done. Well, not completely done. There's one last step, which is the oil. Now, you don't have to oil it if you don't want to, obviously. I like to get one of the paper towels and just oil it down. It's amazing how the wood changes color when you add oil. Not this one so much, but I have one which turned completely red. Started out gray and turned completely red, so that was exciting. Alright, so that's done. And I think it looks pretty good. You can see the intricate little lightning designs as the spark was trying to find the other one. And that is how you burn lightning into wood. But wait, there's one last thing I wanted to show you before you go. This thing. Now, this is it's a stick with a plastic tube on the end. But more interesting is what it's for. So, I made it so that I could control where one of the wires goes. I basically hook one of the wires onto this part and draw in lightning with this part, which is pretty cool. Watch. Right, so I've attached the wire, watered the wood, and now all I have to do is plug it in and turn it on. I think I'm going to make some sort of spiral thing. Alright, ready? And it's going already. And you can really just drag the spark along behind the wire. Or if you want a more interesting design, you can put it a short ways away from the wire and let the spark find it. Come on, you can find it. Yeah, there it goes. It's interesting to note, even through this thick amount of insulation on the handle, I can still feel a buzzing sensation when I put my hands near it, which is a bit scary, although I think it's not dangerous. Okay, let's see about that spiral. Don't short circuit. Yes, I'm out. Whatever, I still think it looks pretty cool. And when you're done this, you can run the spark over the design to give it a bit more depth. Okay, let's see how it works. And there's another one. I think that looks pretty good. There's a bit of a short circuit here, but seems pretty good to me. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And see you next time.